So before we get into our 9 color modules that we'll be covering in these sessions, I just want to recap and go through the 3 main technologies as well as the lotions, just to give you a better understanding of when you're going to apply what lotion to what color surface. So our first technology that we're going to be going through is something called HPT, and this is your hybrid pigment technology. So what hybrid means is that when something has got the ability to do more than one function. So with our MUK color, you now have your one tube of color that has an undetermined pigment and only becomes something once it is mixed with one of the lotions. So this is where we get our 1 tube 6 results. So from your 1 tube of color, you are now able to achieve a permanent, demi-permanent, intense, demi-permanent, color balancing, blonde toning, as well as men's gray blending. The second technology that we have in our MUK color is something called the CTC. Now this is ketonic triplex compound. Now this is where you take your wheat, your corn and your soy, and these 3 main ingredients, when they are combined together, make the 19 amino acids that make up the hair's protein. So as you're coloring your hair, you are nourishing at the same time. This also makes your hair feel really soft after your color. The same CTC technology is not only found in your tube of color, but is also found in the MUK lotions. And that is why we always encourage you that when you're using your MUK color, that you always stick to using the lotions. And this goes for our bleach as well. And that is why often you'll find that if you are using a different lotion with either the color or the bleach, you will find that the color will be compromised. So our third technology is what you call your cluster pigment technology. And now what this is, and this is really a great one, is that when your pigments, your color pigments are entering the hair's cuticle, they're entering really microfine. And once they are in the hair strand, they cluster and lock together, forming a bigger pigment, which it is not able to actually go out of the hair cuticle as fast as it came in. So almost doubling up in size. And what that gives you is an intense color. Your colors last a lot longer, and the colors fade a lot less. So your reds tend to fade red, your oranges fade orange, and you don't have this multi-tonal coloring happening as the color is fading. So those are your 3 main technologies. Then we also have your baobab oil, which helps with elasticity and gives the hair strength and softness. And then you've got your avocado oil, which helps the color to emulsify a lot easier off the scalp, as well as giving the hair shine and again making it more manageable after coloring. So those are the 2 main ingredients, as well as the 3 technologies that make up the hair's color. So we now need to get coloring, and obviously we need to go through the different lotions and what they do. So when you're wanting to achieve a permanent color, okay, so that again would just be your normal coloring. You might want to do gray coverage. You would then use your normal 10, 20, 30 and 40 vol. If you're wanting to do something that is more intense, and that I would say is when you're working with your brighter colors like your coppers as well as your red, your fashion shades, then I would definitely go in and work with your hybrid intense lotion. Now the difference between your hybrid lotion and your hybrid intense lotion is that your hybrid lotion works on your cuticle layer, and your hybrid intense layer works just below your cuticle layer. So on your cuticle layer and below your cuticle layer. So again, that's really great when you have got those reds or when you have got those copper colors and you don't want them, you want them to last a lot longer, to be more vibrant. Your hybrid intense lotion is definitely the lotion to go for. Later on in our segments, I will go into where else you can use your hybrid intense lotion, and I'll be covering something that's called an artificial color remover, and we will go through our intense lotion there again. When you're wanting to do your blonde toning, like I said, you'll use your hybrid lotion. When you're wanting to do your interblend man, that is where you almost just want to camouflage the gray and you don't want a blanket coverage when doing men's gray blending, you will use your interblend man lotion. So those are the main functions of the lotions. Like I said, throughout these segments, I will be covering and touching on the 3 technologies as well as what each lotion does in depth.